Welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here, and it all comes together in our brand new Pokemon adventure almost 2 years later. That is right, we are now talking about Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee from the context of Pokemon Sun and Moon, and it actually works. So some of you guys might remember when I covered this, all the Pokemon have low polygon models and walking animations. Now this was right after Pokemon Sun and Moon was released and just data mined and ripped to pieces. Everything about this game was found out and all the models were extracted, and inside of that were following animations, which only meant crazy things for the future of Pokemon. Now we were still thinking that the next Pokemon game before Pokemon Ultra Sun Ultra Moon was announced could be on the Nintendo Switch, or even that Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon could have Pokemon following you because of what we found inside of Pokemon Sun and Moon. And I even did a video covering this back when it was pretty rough. As you can see, Zoroark's eye looks a little strange. That's because they were just kind of skinning these animations in a really rough fashion to kind of get an idea as to what was going on. And that was when everyone was just losing their minds like, wait, Nintendo Switch? Was this supposed to be in Pokemon Sun and Moon? Holy crap, the best feature ever in Pokemon from Heart Gold Soul Silver. It's coming to Pokemon again, isn't it? Wait, does that mean that Pokemon Sun and Moon was testing for, the Switch or something? Well, it looks like all of that has been confirmed, and this was back December 6, 2016. Side note, this feels like the longest 2 years of my entire life. I'm like, wait a second, Pokemon Sun and Moon isn't even 2 years old, but I mean just with all the wait, with everything that was going on, it's like, oh man, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, that kind of dragged on, the wait for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, the Pokemon Switch, everything else. Yeah, it's kind of crazy right now, but these are the running animations that are inside of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and we can just kind of see that by like watching how Charizard runs after, or not Charizard, Charmander runs after us, Bulbasaur follows us around, even some of the other animations, like we had this recently from the Japanese Pokemon YouTube channel. I mean, look at that, it's an unlisted video, has over 103,000 views. A lot of people watch this because, hey, we're getting actual Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee gameplay, and Golem, I mean, what else would you expect? But that's pretty cool, and these are actually what is shown inside of Pokemon Sun and Moon. Now here's something I didn't know about. All of the animations were properly skinned and uploaded because of Kazawar, who was the guy that ended up leaking this in the first place. And I didn't know this existed, even though it has almost 500,000 views. And he even did it for all of the Pokemon, which brings us to almost 1 million for the Alolan walking animations. I'm pretty sure that all those people came just to watch Rowlet waddle around. I mean, some of these animations are pretty cool, and it's like walking animations, running animations, all that stuff is in the game, but that just kind of begs the question. If this is being used for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, then why do all of the Pokemon have it? Like, is this going to be a feature that's going to be in all the Pokemon games? Or were they working on these before they realized, wait a second, Pokemon Go is a massive success. Let's go and make Let's Go. We can wait on the Generation 8 games and do whatever with that. So it seems like these features and all these things are being moved around, but it does show a lot of unused content, and there's even more. Zygarde had an overworld sprite, there was a traditional gym, we have a bathroom, player's garage, player's laundry room. It just kind of shows like a lot of the exclusive stuff that was in the data mine that never really saw the light of day, and it could have been like features that were at one point intended to be inside the game, but just never really fleshed out. We've also seen this in past games, AZ's Floette and some other little resources and stuff that hinted at things that never really materialized, and it looks like we're in a mix right now with what happened in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Sure, these things aren't going to be used, but we ended up with a Cantonian-style gym in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, so don't really know what was going on with that. And then the walking animations. Now, if we actually watch the animations, just kind of shows like, yeah, these are what's in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. And the craziest thing about it is that the mystery was solved over a year ago about Venusaur's species, because there's the frog hop, guys. It might actually be a little different Let's Go, like slightly more exaggerated, but I mean, we can see there's the run, there's just the leg kick going on in the back, and there is our boy Venusaur, but there's also Megas. Now the thing is, if all the other ones aren't being used, like we have every generation, Generation 2 over here, Generation 6, 7, so if those aren't being used, then we don't really know what's going to happen with Megas. I don't really think it makes too much sense to have Mega Pokemon in the overworld like that, and the thing is, like, this is showing us different kind of ideas, like Charizard is a Pokemon we can ride. So how's that, like, was that given different classification, or is it effectively the same animation? You just slap the player on it somewhere, and if we look around to Geodude, Golem, and Graveler, yeah, we can see that the animations are effectively the same. And there we go. Boom. got this giant rock thing just rolling on after us, and apparently the Alolan form actually runs. So, getting little bits of interesting Pokemon lore as well, that if this is the way it is inside the game, we can see that whatever happened to Alolan Golem actually makes it to where it can't roll up in a ball like its un-Alolan state. Maybe it's all the metal and... Well, actually, I guess it does make sense with that. Like, that doesn't retract in. That'd be kind of cool if it did, but it looks like all of that is permanent the way it is, so now Golem is forced to walk and waddle wherever it goes instead of just roll around. But that's kind of crazy. Like, we have all the animations that are going to be in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and it all makes sense and it all doesn't to me. Like, that's kind of the weird thing about it, because these are the walking animations. We all knew about them. I just didn't know about them in such a video format. But, like, they were inside Pokemon Sun and Moon, and it was confirmed to pretty much be all of them. And then Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are where the Pokemon follow us. It wasn't what we expected. It wasn't how we thought we were going to have Pokemon follow us. But at the end of the day, it was the same idea. Nintendo Switch Pokemon game gives us Pokemon following you. Profit. And then I like that backwards animation too, because, you know, that's how clams move in the wild. They just kind of like flutter backwards and stuff. And we get to just kind of see all the animations. So if you want to see your favorite Kanto Pokemon, I recommend you check out Kazawar's video, because he has all the animations. I really feel like the only thing I can contribute by watching the video is blandly just kind of responding to all the Pokemon. Like, oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, that's pretty cool. I mean, I think that's one thing that we can maybe just draw from this, is by going through, you can see your favorite Pokemon, or at least Pokemon that you're interested in, and get an idea as to how their running animations are going to go. So far from everything I've seen, even before we like take a dive in these 151 animations, because I mean, like, yo, that's pretty cool on the Sandslash, even though I've just said that's pretty cool, and I parodied myself on that. And even looking at the, oh man, of all the times to forget what it's called, when you have that, you know, Olympic sport where you throw the thing, whatever the Sandshrew is supposed to be, the Alolan Sandshrew. Like, we just saw the animation for that, and that's so cool. Curling, that's right. So yeah, we have like a lot of really cool representation. The way that Bellsprout was running around is pretty good. Ninetales just looking gorgeous as it runs around. I mean, I've trust Game Freak on pretty much everything so far. Like, they did good with the Venusaur. They've done good with the Golem. Magikarp's hilarious. Caterpie, it actually can't keep up with you. So different Pokemon are gonna have different quirks and how they follow you and stuff like that, which I think is pretty cool. And I think that's kind of where we're going to go and wrap up this video. So tell me what you guys think. Did you know about this video? Because apparently a lot of people didn't, if everyone blew up about the Venusaur running animation, or maybe it just didn't click. Like, you're looking at this like, oh yeah, how else is Venusaur supposed to run after and follow you? Well, and then we get to see the other angle in the YouTube video. It's like, oh, that's what it looks like. And is that actually at the same speed? Is that pretty much like the same exact animation? I feel like they probably changed something when it comes to Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. They felt it needed to be different. But yeah, like, that's just kind of the same sprawl out frog kick that we see, and it was the same for like any of the other ones. So did you just watch the Alolan Pokemon, since that apparently has double the views? Did you see any of those videos in the past? Did it not click for you, or is this an entirely new experience and it just, everything is mind-blowing because here we are almost 2 years later and the animations were there? And it took us this long. Like, we've known about Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee for this long, and it didn't come up until now. And I don't know about you, but I just find that fascinating, the way that the Pokemon news cycle works, that we don't have anything going on right now. We're kind of waiting to see if there's going to be Mega Evolutions from one of those merchandise leaks that's coming out. We're seeing what's going to happen with that new special Pokemon. It's August. We don't even have a demo on the horizon just yet, so we're just kind of waiting for this amazing Pokemon game, but we can even see that some of the older things from Pokemon Sun and Moon are contributing to Pokemon Let's Go in a very meaningful and positive way. They can just kind of watch all those animations and really think about how much of a Pokemon experience this is going to be. The more I see about Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, apparently official or unofficial at this point, the more I feel that this is truly a Pokemon game for everyone. That all Pokemon fans should find appreciation in this, because it is a raw representation of the spirit of Pokemon, and now I just can't get enough. So yeah, watch those animations, kind of soak it up, see what you're going to think about for some of your favorite Pokemon. And now we just wait. It's going to be a pretty good waiting game. I can't wait to see what you guys have to say as well. So be all in. Enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.